My name is Robyn Davis. I live in North Ferrisburgh with my husband on a small farm. We have 4 children. 3 are in college, and the youngest is a senior in high school. And I teach physical education and creative movement at Charlotte Central School in Charlotte, Vermont. I'm fortunate to have had the opportunity to travel, and I've seen a variety of educational settings and methods around the world. 2 of the most significant experiences I've had were when my husband and I worked in partnership with Shelburne Farms at schools in the Dominican Republic, and when we were able to observe school wellness models in Iceland. These experiences were vastly different, but both provided me with different perspectives and valuable takeaways to share in thinking about equalizing educational opportunities for all students, families, and communities. Teaching is an exciting, interactive process where daily learning is reciprocal between students and teachers. Each day as I leave work, I'm already planning the next day's events and experiences, and my students are never far from my thoughts as I go through my after-school activities, my dinner with family, and my evenings. In the morning, I enter school ready to greet those students with the same energy and eagerness that I want them to bring to my class every single day. But in my 30 years of teaching, one of the things that has remained constant is that it doesn't matter how excited and ready teachers are to teach if the students aren't ready to learn. Some are hungry because there's not sufficient food in their home. Some are tired because their home may not be one that provides a restful night's sleep. And some are anxious and or inattentive because of stress they and their family are experiencing. In Vermont, students spend 6 hours each day, 175 days a year in school, which means over 85% of their time is spent outside of the school environment. Great teachers and great schools cannot do it all. Communities, families, and schools need to work together to help create a nurturing environment for not just the students, but for the teachers, parents, and the community itself. I believe schools throughout Vermont and around the country have an opportunity to become year-round community centers. Imagine parents bringing children to school in the morning and eating breakfast with them and their neighbors. Imagine seniors having a book talk in a classroom down the hall from the kindergartners. Imagine town offices operating down the hall from the school's administration offices, allowing students a view of municipalities at work. Imagine community members who don't even have students in school, but come to the school community center to use the merged town school library, computer lab, or work in the community garden. Imagine family and community members stopping at food pantries located just outside the cafeteria. Imagine facilities open after school hours for family recreation, adult wellness activities, tutoring, arts and music programming, and adult continuing education. What if our school facilities became wellness centers for students, families, and the entire community to put into practice the lifelong lessons of education, health, and wellness that are currently being taught in school? It's not by mistake that Vermont is found to be one of the healthiest states in the nation. The culture in Vermont is ready to embrace educating the whole child for a better Vermont. The future leaders of our communities are in our schools now and will shape Vermont's future. I recognize that this may be another out-of-the-box type of thinking, but as the Vermont Teacher of the Year, I would bring forward the idea that educating the whole child and connecting students to their communities and the world around them create humanistic qualities that will lead us forward in an ever-changing world.